talking to you guys keeps me from going completely insane. You didn't have to agree quite so quickly. Anyway, this is Thursday, October 29th, and we're going to get into similes and metaphors, and apparently me attacking children just like every other day. Those of you who are blue kids, we're going to be able to introduce you to the live version of impact learning. We're going to have impact learning today. Those of you who are red children, you got to already experience this joy. So you want to go ahead and practice your finger movements and find that volume key so you can be like, work it, work it, work it, work it. Except if you're on your iPad, it's much tougher because you're going to have to be like, and it's not going to, because then I'm going to call on you randomly because we're going to be using it at the same time. Those of you who are gray children, there's not much I can do. You guys don't get to experience the live version. You get to see the kids crying because red kids, you know what I'm saying. The tears are gonna be coming. All right. I know. Owen, I'm not disagreeing with you being special. You are very true. Ryan.
I'm just volunteering to start.
Oh, we're gonna get there. Don't worry. They're all gonna volunteer. It's in their hearts. Let's see. Blah, blah. Kelly, no, doesn't. Are you wanting to complain because you can't see around the kids standing? You want me to move her? Oh, I'm so excited. I mean, you'll be able to see these kids crying. It's going to happen in just a moment. Let's see. Blah. This is my reminder to me to make sure I made kids stand who are missing work. Oh, look, they're already standing. So that was that one. So just trying to help me out. And let's see. The quiz from before, you could redo it and turn it in and stuff like that. Blah, blah, blah. New IXL. The new one, the 5th grade F.3, well done for those of you who did that one. Apparently, the average time to finish that was roughly 7 minutes, going off of kids turning it in on that one. So apparently, I said average time, way to flex on kids. And so apparently, it was not the toughest, but that's kind of what I was going for. I was trying to throw you guys an easy one there. That works for me too. All right. Then on your yellowy sheet thing, Majigger. Home children, those of you who are, wow, well, you guys are fast. Go you. Good job, children at home who are somewhat speedy. And so this is not nicely done. So this is what we're going to be talking about here. Those of you who are looking at me, you should have top part completed, bottom part completed. In a moment, you're getting ready to show me top part completed, bottom part completed. If not, you're going to want to look down at chair because that's where you're not going to be sitting, because you're going to have to get top part and then bottom part completed to try and help you out. So what you're going to do now is hold, or if you know it's not done, stand, because you're going to go ahead and work on it to get you there. Then, yay, 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 yay. We're not there. It's okay. Okay. So then, Sassy McHenry, when you get done, make sure you bottom part so you can sit back down. Same thing, Steiner. All right, and then you're in the process of copying it over. I got you. All right, just keep copying on the yellow shield. And you're in the process of copying it over. It's all the same stuff right there. We should just find it quickly in English. I wouldn't have to make fun. That's what's important, Kyra. Curse turtles in effect. All right, then we're gonna have you rise. You're the one that did it, not me. And we're gonna have you put both feet on one side, Seymour. All right, and then to there. And then John, we're gonna have you switch seats. Now I can go ahead and push Jaden to the back. So she can stay. Sure, over here. That's fine for me. And then that way you can go back. We're gonna help you in a moment as we go through. You can get out thingamajigger. Home children. Let's go through, and I have you guys hold yours up so I can see the fact that you, except for, yes, Savannah, because you don't have anything. So, Avery, are you showing me the fact that the bottom of yours is empty and you're supposed to have stuff written that, or did you not hold it close enough for me to be able to see? Okay, now yes, that is empty. Thank you for getting it closer, but you're supposed to have writing in there.
There is writing. It's just very light.
Oh, well. Is it invisible? All right, into there. I see.
I can
Sophia,
testify that she did it. She was complaining about it
good.
to me on FaceTime.
Cooper, bottom part, good. Owen, Maddie, you're good. I have not seen Owen or Renzo or Jay. I'm yelling at that. All right. I mean, those kids at home, I can't really make you stand. I'm just letting you know when you show up next week, you're gonna have to show it to me then. So I'm just trying to help prevent that from happening here. And then, yeah, that's why you're there. I'm moving you to that spot so you don't block people. Sure, I can move right over to here. Actually, no, we'll move you over to there. No, hey, you realize I'm right here, and you realize if they talk, they just have a detention at lunch. There's no bad issue. It's not, you can do what, you make whatever choice you want. I'm just letting you know what happens. Anyway, sorry, we were dealing with issues here. All right. Now, so if yours is online, I'll forgive you for now, because then eventually you're gonna have to be able to show it to me. Those of you who are standing, this is where you're gonna get out the iPad so you can see the pictures. It'll make things a little bit easier on you. Did you need one from me, Jaden, so you get the back side of it? I can get you for that one. And those of you who printed your own, you're going to need backside. So if you don't have backside, let me know, because these are the things we're going to be taking a look at next week. Hi, Jaden. I know, I'm bringing it to you. You know, we just had that conversation. Wow, you really think I'm old. All right. All right. Whew. We're struggling, but we're here now. And then to there, so that's what we're looking for on that part. Whew. And to there, and that kid's working, that kid's working, that kid's working, that kid's just standing for the fun of it. All right, and then back to here. So we've covered similes, did metaphors, we did the practicing thing. Let me go there. On this part, where you guys had the little arrow things, make sure you understand those, because that's what's going to come back and mess you up when it comes time for the quiz. As in the first one, make sure you are comparing two nouns. Ooh, also, make sure if you are standing, you know the difference between standing and sitting on top of a desk. Sitting on a desk would not be standing. It'd be completely different and make evil angry man come attack you if he says, what? I know, but you can't sit on a desk because that would require you to have a whole bunch of people. You can stand if you want. I don't know. If only I gave you guys a handout and made you guys look at it. I know, responsibility and work. Who does such things? Oh, I've missed yelling at you guys so much. So anyway, back to here. Make sure you are comparing two nouns, not a noun to an adjective and not a noun to a verb. Also, make sure that when you do your comparison, that the two things are not the same. That has been a thing that is messing people up. You cannot compare Kyra to a girl because Kyra is a girl. You can't compare Squidkins to a cross-country runner. She is a cross-country runner. You can't compare John to a basketball player. So you can't compare somebody to something they are. On the quiz, that's going to be a thing that's going to mess a whole bunch of people up because you're not going to be paying attention to it. If you compare something to something it already is, it's not a simile or metaphor. It's a neither because you can't follow directions. John. Yeah. I am a dog. That would work. You're comparing you to a dog. Hang on 1 second. Next circle here. Because you keep moving around and it's slightly distracting. Sorry. I had to draw a magic circle on the ground to contain a kid. What's the toe? Yep. Squidkins. Uh-huh. It is. Yep, that's perfect. Yeah. No. It depends. Are you comparing it to the noun orange or you are comparing it to the color orange? If it's the noun orange, correct. If it's the adjective, no. So that's up to you. So yeah, orange is one of those rare ones that can sort of work both ways. John. Yeah. You could say Mr. Broviak has monkey ears, and that would work. Absolutely, that's a metaphor. I know. Remember that part a second? We're good to go. And then yes, you don't have to use is. You can do is, are, has, have, any number of things. You're just saying one thing is the other one. All right, so it sounds like what we need to do now is more practice to help you guys out. So let's begin practicing. So let's go through and introduce you again to impact learning. Apparently, Olivia's super excited. I'd hate to rob you of your chance to begin, you know, cat buddies and all. So here's what you're going to do. You are going to, I'll read it out loud to you. You're going to tell me, is it a simile, a metaphor, or none of the above? Then, what two nouns are being compared? Then, why are we comparing them? If at any time you mess up, it impacts all of us. So if you hear her say the wrong answer, that's where you have to cover your ears. But when you cover your ears, that's your way of saying she's wrong, so I have to call on you. If you just cover your ears for the fun of it, I charge you points for lying to me because I don't like being lied to. You can't cover your own ears. You're the one answering. Yeah. Again, realize I'm old, not dumb. So as soon as you go, I'm just scratching my ears, well, then I'll just scratch your beeper. So realize it's not the way it works. Like, I'm just sitting like this. I'm just sitting. So however you want to go along those lines, realize I'm probably going to win. Home kids, here's where you guys get a chance to enjoy the volume thing. All right, let's begin. Wait, JC.
Okay, so if you actually have the issue, like say it, I have it.
That's fine. As long as you're doing one ear like that, and you're going out, that should be fine. Let's see what happens. I know. Just, you know, don't be sus. Maybe throw you out an airlock. All right, ready? Good. Me too. My math teacher is as angry as a poked grizzly bear. Simile, metaphor, or none of the above. Don't ask me, be confident. Simile? You're correct. Good job. You're not done yet. Now, what two nouns are being compared? Math teacher. Math teacher and grizzly bear. You do realize I'm just repeating what you're saying for the kids at home because you seem to be doubting yourself. All right. Math teacher, grizzly bear. We're correct. Is incorrect because what are we comparing? Two nouns. So how big is two? Two. How many words did you give me? 4. 2 is not 4. So you cannot include any adjectives in there. Let's try it again. It's still you. Yeah, you're not done. Teacher bear.
Teacher and bear.
Teacher
That's actually
bear. And why are we comparing the two of them? If it helps, it's right in there where you're saying what they have in common. It doesn't always happen. Good job. They're both angry. Whew. Wasn't that fun? I feel the same way. Wow, that is, kids at home are having all kinds of issues. It's like,
what the heck?
it's Eli. Eli, what are you doing, Eli? Besides raising and lowering your hand.
I was raising my hand for the next one.
Oh, apparently Eli's really excited. Kyra? We have several to go through. You guys are all excited. I'm happy. All right, Eli, let's let you have control over these kids' lives. No, that's awful.
So
When
do I
he
read it
smiles,
aloud?
when he smiles, his eyes are burning orbs of flame. All right, Eli. Simile, metaphor, or none of the above?
It's a metaphor.
Metaphor. All right, so I'm glad making sure people. All right, we're good. What? Okay. I would agree. Metaphor. What two nouns are being compared?
He and flame.
He and flame. Hang on. We have ears being covered. Squidkins, why'd you cover your ears? She says eyes and flame, not he.
Oh, yeah, eyes and flame.
The last part is like his eyes. Eyes are even
She says the first part was just to throw you off, and so she's saying it is eyes and flame. She looks confused, but that's up to you. All right, Eli. Wait, all right, Pam. JC, are you also disagreeing, JC? Oh, you're disagreeing with her. Hang on, we have a fight happening. Is what an adjective?
What? No.
Hey, Colleen, are you also covering your ears? Okay. Okay. We're still getting there. They're saying it's orbs, not flames, and that the flames is telling you more about it. I see you, Rush. You look really excited too. Hang on. Snipple? Right. So Eli, what are you going with as your answer?
I'm gonna go with eyes and orbs of flame. Oh, I can't do that.
I believe you got every kid to cover their ears. That was impressive. What is his problem there? Apparently they're saying counting is hard because how many words do we want?
Oh, one. Okay.
Words.
So then either would work, orbs or
so
flame, but I'm gonna say flame.
All right, so you're going with what two words again?
Eyes and flame, because orbs is describing the shape of the flame.
Because we have the disagreement. So I didn't smack it hard because you guys tried to give him the right answer and he waved you off. You are correct, eyes, but then it's comparing to orbs. The of flame, he's right, is being used as an adjective to tell you what kind of orbs. They were sassing you, but you were right. You just got to be confident, JC. Don't let all the haters get you to back off. So it should be orbs, which are balls, being compared to eyeballs, which are eyeballs. But you're not done, Eli. Why are we comparing the eyes to orbs? What do they have in common?
Eyes are the shape of orbs.
And what color are they?
White.
Well, what color is flames?
What color are flames?
Yes.
I don't know.
Have you seen fire before?
Oh, I thought you meant what color of fire, like orange.
There you go. Because they're saying that when the teacher is really evil, his eyes get all orange and red when he stares at you. Woo. Good job, Eli. You survived that one. Wow, that was a lot of work for two. Let's now go to three. But we're getting there. All right, Schnip, you ready? I'm not done. I have like a whole screen. In theory, if we can get past two. Schnip. With his allergies, his nose was a broken faucet. Hang on, while you're thinking. Elena, were you volunteering to go or did you have a question? You're volunteering to go. I'll get you in a second.
Volunteering to go.
Okay, I just want to make sure. All right, back to you, Schnip. I just want to make sure I wasn't ignoring her. Okay. Right. Simile, metaphor, or none of the above? It's correct. Good job. Now, what two nouns are being compared? Okay. Nose and faucet. Wow, we did much better on that one. And hang on. Why are we comparing the nose to a faucet? Good job, Sniffle. You are correct. So, real quick, to make a reference back to before fall break, y'all were hating on Sniffle, but she was the fastest one to answer. What is that an example of? Nicely done. That was our example of irony. Y'all hating on Sniff, and she was the one that went the fastest. Coop, why are you raising your hand? Are you also volunteering to go? You guys really yell. All right, well, we'll pick on Elena first. We'll come back to you. All right, Elena. I'm going to go back and forth. Elena, my horns are sharp and pointy when I'm evil.
None of the above.
No, none of the above? So you're saying it's
None
not a
of the
simile
above.
ornament? You are correct. Good job, Elena. Nicely done. Go you. Do you remember earlier when I yelled at you for like sitting on top of your desk? And then other kid who then boldly sat top of it. What's the same thing, child? Do you feel successful, Ryan? Yes. Kurt, what's wrong with you, Kurt? Are you volunteering to go also?
Mm-hmm.
If it helps,
Yeah.
I will just be randomly picking kids here in a moment. Ryan? Oh, no, but I can't yell at the kid who's sitting down even though she hasn't actually shown me the work yet, so I have to be mean to her. You don't get to sit to the second half of class. I have to be able to see it. I haven't seen it yet, so I have to keep torturing you until then, but I appreciate it. Then we get to go back to here. Kyra, we're finally back to you. I know. So many. You also want to show, yeah, when we go to lunch, that's when you show it to me. You have to stand until then. Kyra, so many issues we have. Did you know my heart is a shriveled dead acorn in my chest? No, my heart. You are not writing these down. These are just ones we're doing out loud. The ones we write down are coming up later. They're going to deal with pictures. All right. Metaphor. Correct. Good job. Comparing what to nouns?
Heart, acorn. No.
Good job again.
It is?
It is.
Yeah.
And then,
Shriveled in chest? No.
and then what do they have in common aside from me still charging a kid points for sitting on top of a desk area? It is not her this time. She's right.
Not me.
Go ahead. No one. I'm old. I get confused. Yes. Why are we comparing the heart to an acorn? They are both. That works for me. I was probably like, and small while we're at it. Go you. All right. So let me go back to picking on the kids at home. I'm going to try and alternate back and forth. We have a question. What's up, Colleen? Those of you who want to volunteer, I'm just going to randomly pick on people. Same thing with the kids at home. I appreciate you volunteering, but it's right here in my heart. That's where I feel where to go next. I'm glad to see you guys are excited, though. Squickins. In every case. Yeah. I see you, right? It's called ignoring you.
I forgot my ring.
Oh, we go to lunch. You can go grab it. Good stuff. All right. And then so there, so I picked on that kid. So now, Owen, we're going to go ahead and pick on you now, Owen. I apologize for the delay. We've had all kinds of struggles in the live version. Owen, most children just break into tears when they see Mr. Kyborg. Now, real quick, Kyborg is my evil side. Just so I can fully explain that one. Broviac is my happy, friendly one where you see me all the time and I smile with my hair. But then when I get all evil and angry and I come at a kid and you're like, Mr. Broviac, you're going to eat me alive. I would never, because I'm full of love and happiness. Kyborg is my dark side. And we're going to use Kyborg quite a bit in class because we get to attack Mr. Kyborg because he's angry. So anytime we reference Kyborg, that's me in my evil version. All right, Owen, I apologize for the distraction. I had to explain things. Owen, simile, metaphor, or none of the above?
None of the above.
Are you sure? JC's calling.
Yes.
Why are you calling him liar, JC? Are you just attacking him because it's Owen? Hang on. JC says you're wrong. What do you say it is, JC? Saying this in English. JC is backing down now. So what are you going with, Owen?
None of the above.
Good job, Owen. You're correct. Even though JC tried to get you to back down, go you on that one. Whew. Colleen, we're going to get you, but Jaden's already volunteering to go, so I have to take care of her first. You ready, Jaden? Good. Me too. It's in her heart. Can't you see it? It is. It's coming. I can see it in your eyes. Wait, no, those are tears. I get confused all the time. Of course, Mr. Kyborg really likes the taste of children's fear. Or if I can better way it more. Of course, Mr. Kyborg really likes the taste of children's fear. I need confidence. None of the above. So you're saying I did two in a row. And you even solved that word and you're still sticking with it. Similar. Cat buddy, why'd you cover your ears? Oh. Okay. What do you want to go with though, Jaden? Three
None of the above.
is correct. Good job. So be careful because anytime we just use likes, meaning something that you enjoy doing, that is not a comparison. You are just stating a thing that you enjoy in one form or another. Whew. Maddie, are you ready? Good. Me too, Maddie. Be strong as you keep petting that whatever creature that is. Their ragged breaths are like a delicious perfume to him. Their ragged breaths are like a delicious perfume to him. We're not judging the sentence. We're just deciding whether it's a simile, metaphor, or none of the above.
Oh, I got you.
Out loud, Maddie.
It's a simile.
Simile is agreed. I agree that is a simile. I was just saying if anyone would call you a liar. Good. You're not done. What two nouns are being compared?
Breaths and perfume.
I agree. Breaths, perfume. And what do they have in common? They are both.
Smells good.
Don't ask me. Confidence.
They both smell good.
Very nicely done. Good job, Maddie.
Those
Right.
seem strange.
Right. You ready? Good. Me too. His natural evilness is a beacon of inspiration to other teachers. The joy of the advanced class, I get to give you guys big words that just confuse you. His natural evilness is a beacon of inspiration to other teachers. Simile.
Wait, no.
That was fast.
Metaphor.
Metaphor.
Actually, yeah, no.
None of the above. Are we still?
When I got my hair, can't even spot that.
Well, you can't just cost points. Kyra. Oh, hang on. We're going to come back from lunch to find out what this is. Home children, we'll come back from lunch to figure out what this is and we'll go from there. All right, let me go ahead and pause our recording so it's not. Hang on, JC. You're really eager to take off running. All right, pause recording. All right, and we're back, technically. So we were at his natural evilness is a beacon of inspiration to other teachers. Right? You're telling me what were the two, what is the simile, metaphor, none of the above. So you have a lot of time to think. Metaphor. I feel the same way. And you're correct. Good job, it is. And what are you okay, Squidkins? Okay. Rye, what are our two nouns being compared? Okay.
And I guess there's something else to do in this case, so it's beacon and evilness.
Are you asking me?
It's beacon and evilness.
Evilness and beacon? Are you Robbins? You say no? What do you say it is, Robbins? You don't sound confident. That's not very convincing. And are you saying it's not that also?
No, I'm saying what's a beacon?
Beacon. It's like a symbol that gets people's attention.
It's a ball.
There you go. And so you said beacon. That's correct. Good job. Yes, in this case, well, evilness would pretty much always be a noun. The ness is what makes it a noun. Calling someone evil is an adjective. Adding N-E-S-S makes it a noun. That's why I got to put this on the advanced one and not the regular one, because their brains would just know. And then, well, for the why they're being compared.
Because other teachers like, oh hey, I want to be evil too.
There you go. It inspires other people. Go you. All right. We're going to skip our last one. Because it was easy. So now we're going to take a look at a piece of paper. We get to go to drawing bits. No, I tore a thing. Sharing it brings you happy. All right. So now middle thing. This is what we're going to be coming to next. So on a little piece of papery thing, go to middle bit. And that's the part we're going to take a look at. Where it says in-class similes and metaphor practice. Here's how in-class similes and metaphor practice is going to work. I'm going to be showing you a picture, and you are going to be writing one simile and one metaphor about what you see in that picture. Pretty much the same thing you did for the big picture homework, except we're all doing the same picture. And you're going to be reading either your simile or your metaphor. But realize you may not get the choice, so make sure they're both good. Jaden, you look scared? A time limit with which to do it?
No, we're just having how long we have.
Yes. Roughly a minute and a half, because we'll be having them read out loud. So here's the first picture we're going to do. It is a Venezuelan sink demon. These are known to pop out of sinks in South America sometimes, and they're known to attack small children. You can write about the sink demon's eyes or the fur or the summoning potion that is over to the side, or you can write about the soap that's behind it, but you're going to write one simile and one metaphor. And in a moment, you're going to be reading it out loud. What's up? Was that you, Maddie, who tried to yell at me?
Yeah. Is this the simile and metaphor practice on our notes?
Yes, that middle part.
Okay.
You are correct. Number one, and then we'll let you guys choose the second picture. JC, in a moment. You've written both simile and metaphor? Me too. I say so many things. All right. So in a moment, we're going to pick on you in a second as you're writing simile and metaphor. Right.
I'm just volunteering.
Oh, again, it's in your heart. You don't have to raise your hand. Oh, and good question. Usually I would say 90% of the time, yes. If you add NESS to the end of an adjective, it turns it into a noun. That's sort of how it works. Yes. Good question. All right. So let's go. No. So let's begin with Squidkins. You're going to pick either your simile or metaphor, whichever one you feel strongest with. Then you're going to read yours out loud to Cat Buddy. And Cat Buddy is then going to figure out if it's a simile, metaphor, none of the above, because there's every chance Squidkins mess it up. And she just writes down, I like sink demons. And that would, of course, not be a simile or metaphor. And you're going to tell me the two nouns being compared and stuff like that. The drawback is this is all oral and not visual because you're not going to get a chance to see it. Good luck. Then you are going to read yours to the next person who's going to be on screen. I haven't figured out which kid's heart is talking to me yet. And then there you get to read the opposite of what was read to you. So if she reads a simile, you read. If she does a metaphor, you do a. And if she messes the whole thing up, you get to. Yeah, good job. All right, Squidkins, go for it. Its eyes are the spawn of the devil. Its eyes are the spawn of the devil. I'm way over here. I'm old. I can't hear you. A metaphor. I agree. Good job. Comparing what two nouns? Its eyes are the spawn of the devil. Three, two, what? I need confidence. Eyes and devil. Good. Is incorrect. Not comparing the eyes to the devil. You were too slow on that one. I looked over and then you covered. So not comparing them to the devil. Eyes are the spawn of the devil. So what are we comparing the eyes to? Not the devil. Spawn, which means child of. So she's saying the eyes are the child of the devil. So you're comparing eyes to spawn. Why are we comparing eyes to spawn? And here's where it's scary because you have to get inside Squidkin's head to figure out why she's making this comparison. Works for me. Nicely done. All right, Cat Buddy, let's have you read yours out loud for Savannah. And then Savannah is going to figure out simile, metaphor, and we'll go from there. All right. What's that? The eyes are the spawn of the devil. Okay. Sorry. Savannah, why have you not unmuted yourself? Why are you making me yell at you, Savannah, even though you have a really adorable, looks like a blanket on? Man, I'm kind of jealous of this blanket.
That is a metaphor.
I haven't read it out loud to you yet, Savannah. I was talking about your blanket. You're really eager though. Hang on. Go for it. Savannah's already eager to answer. The cat, you mean the sink demon. The sink demon is like a lion.
That's a simile.
Simile
I heard
is
something.
correct. Comparing what two nouns? The sink demon
The
is
cat,
like,
the stink demon, and a lion.
you say sink demon and lion, correct?
Yes.
Why'd you cover your ears, Colleen? She says it should just be demon and not sink demon. Right, so you're saying the sink is describing the demon? I do that all the
That's
time.
like saying John Claude.
No, it's not. We're arguing about whether it should be sink demon or just demon. And on this one, I think it means it's describing it as what kind of demon it is. Okay, we'll go with sink is telling us what kind of demon. All right, Savannah, so back to you. What are the two things being described?
The demon and a lion.
There you go. That would work for me. And then she already answered it. She was correct.
No.
Hang on, we have another issue. JC,
How is that not a dog?
because it's still not. Anyway, Savannah, you're not done yet. Goodness gracious, child. You have to tell us why we're comparing the sink demon to a lion, which is not a dog, because apparently JC has never seen a sink demon. Go for it, Savannah. Why are we comparing the two of them?
Because the demon looks like a lion.
Well, we got that, child. Why does it look like a lion? Obviously, it looks like a lion. Is it because it has hyena bits hanging from its mouth? Is it because it has a mane? Is it because you see it in a zoo? Why does it look like a lion?
It's because it has like a fluffy head like a lion.
There you go, Savannah. I had faith in you getting there. It was only a small struggle. Whew. All right. So, Savannah, you're going to get to start our next one. So we're going to go to our next picture. So go down to number 2. We're going to go to our next picture, and then Savannah's going to get a chance to start it. So, Cassie. And plus, that's a demon, so it wouldn't work anyway, so you're fine. Yes. I did, right there in the directions. So you're saying she did it wrong and no one called her out? I know. I was waiting for someone to say something. Good job, Squidkins. Squidkins just flexed on you.
You just said I was right.
Yeah, because no one else was going to correct her, so I just gave up. Sito. Huh? I mean, not around here. So now, hang on. So we can, this picture or we go to the next one?
Next one.
Well, no, because we can't come back. If you go to the next one, you don't get to come back to this one. Sometimes
Next one.
that's the problem. So we stay with this one or go to the next one?
Next one. Yeah.
This one?
Next one. What's she cleaning up?
Those are paper punches. That's how I do detentions. I have a giant box full of paper punches and I dump them on my floor, and then you have to sit there and pick them up however long it takes you. Some kids get it done in a half hour, some kids take 3 hours. And so
That
one box-
is
and so she was serving a detention, and those were her friends waiting for her to go to a birthday party, and they were sitting there watching her. So choices. So now you're going to write your simile and your metaphor about anything you want to in the room, the things on the ground, the girl, the people who are watching. You get your choice. In a moment, Savannah is going to be reading whatever she wants, her simile or her metaphor. And we'll have it coming out here to one of you guys, and you're going to be reading the same thing or the opposite to the next person. And hopefully we don't put the looks in there, so it would not have to be all mean to the next kid. Make Squidkins call a child out. Ooh. Yeah. You can write about the floor, write about the wall, write about the kid, the belt, things on the ground. You just stare at it blankly. I know.
This is the
White, and that is the same thing. Is that right then?
Is this your room?
Uh-huh.
What? Why is it so empty? What?
It's the same thing over here. It's just I don't have
And
those
why
things.
have you put stuff on it?
You just can't see the top part right there. I just don't have a thing on the front. That's right there. It's missing like four things. Like 4 things. Empty.
Look at the wall. Right. It doesn't look
Well, oh my goodness. I guess it's going to inspire you for your similes and your metaphors, kids trying to attack me. All right. Hopefully, Savannah, you have something written down so we're ready to pick on you. Good job, Savannah. There you go, Savannah. Whew, we're struggling, but we're getting there on that one. All right, Savannah, we're going to have you read yours to Retsito, who has been patiently waiting to go, but it's in her heart. You ready, Retsito?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm ready, Mr. Romiak. All right, Retsito is really excited to go. All right, Savannah, go for it.
The classroom is like a pigsty.
The classroom is like a pigsty. Simile. All right, comparing what 2 nouns? Actually, pigsty is 1 word. They get smashed together. So now I understand why you're confused. You said what 2 things? I would agree again. And what do they have in common? They are both? Are you asking me? Oh, good job, Retsito. All right, well, that was easy. All right, Retsito, so you have to read the opposite of what was read to you. And let's have you fire yours at Ledford. Is it angry field? Anchor field? The room is an anchor field. Okay. The room is an anchor field. Metaphor? All right, getting better at this. Comparing what 2 nouns? Good job. And what do they have in common? Works for me. Nicely done. She can't give you the answer on that one too. Ledford, you have to read the opposite of what was read to you, but for the next picture. You ready? Here's our next picture. That one or go to the next? All right, this one it is. All right. So this is what's called a ponycorn. Ponycorns are rare, but they are beautiful and majestic creatures. You can write about any part of the ponycorn that you would like. This is a male ponycorn. You can tell because it's wearing pink. Even though ponycorns wear purple. Don't judge ponycorns. They're very prideful beasts. It's all one word. Ponicorn. Like you guys have never experienced a ponycorn or a sink demon. What kind of lives have you guys been living? Apparently.
I don't live a boring life. You guys are lame.
If you're a globetrotter, absolutely. She was asking if she can just write the same comparison 2 times in a row. That would work, correct. You're welcome. JC. Have to. It's not like a challenge. Wow, that's interesting. Is that what it is? All right. Ledford's almost ready, Nate, because you volunteered to go next. It was awful nice of you. All right, so she's going to read one of hers. She's going to read the opposite of what was read to her. So hopefully she remembers what was read to her. Nate, why have you not unmuted yourself, Nate? I've already had to yell. Goodness gracious, kids nowadays.
Yeah, I'm muted.
Oh, okay, how silly of me. Apparently I got distracted. All right, you ready, Ledford? She is. Go for it. The ponycorn is like a Greta at a birthday party.
It is a simile.
Simile. Nicely done. Comparing what 2 nouns?
Greta and the ponycorn.
What were the 2 things? Sorry.
Greta and the ponycorn.
she said was the ponycorn is like a Greta at a birthday party. And he said ponycorn and Greta. That doesn't count. Those are words, they're Globetrotter words, they don't count. Like Globetrotters don't count. You're correct, Nate. Good job. Why are we comparing those two things?
Because they are both super hyper.
Apparently, Lefker says yes. Apparently, you nailed it and you were dead on that one. That's mildly disturbing. Go you.
Yes.
All right, Nate, you ready to read yours for Zeke? So read the opposite of what was read to you. All right, Zeke. There she's sitting. Did you have to read it out loud?
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize I had to read it out loud. The fence is a dark forest.
The fence is a dark forest. Metaphor. Good job. Comparing what two nouns?
The fence and the forest.
Correct again. And why are we comparing them?
Because it's dark.
Yes, I would agree with that same thing. I put it on that. Go, you guys. All right. Parker, are you raising your hand or are you just cheering? Okay, you're just cheering on that one. I was making sure I wasn't confused there. Whew. All right, on that one, so we're good to go. Now we've practiced. You guys did pretty well. We didn't make mistakes. I feel pretty strong about it. I was going to come back. I'm trying to think time-wise. I think we're going to save going over the big picture ones to Monday. I know I feel the same way, which leaves us for, well, one, the other pictures you guys passed on. Let me show you your passing pictures. Not choose that one. All right. So, all right. Quick timeout on this picture. I have this picture because a kid emailed it to me because they were all excited because they found one of my pictures on the internet. And I'm like, Mr. Broviak, we found your picture that was on the internet. And I went, you did what now? And they go, you're in this one. And so we sent it to you. And I said, on what now? And so they were convinced I was one of the people in this picture. So here's my question to you. Raise your hand when I point to the one that you think they thought was me. This one? This one? This one? This one? Yeah, they were convinced one in bottom left was me. They would not believe me. And I was like, that's not me. They go, no, that's you there. I went, I know where you're pointing. I'm like, that's still not me. So I'm like, now I saved the picture because it's a lovely picture and it brought me happiness. But no, that is not me in the picture. I mean, I'm not saying I haven't had dreams of being at a tea party. I'm just saying I've never had 3 friends who would hang out with me at a tea party. So apparently that's my little story I have to pass along to you. All right. So big picture will come out. So Monday, here's what we're going to be doing. For those of you who have the bottom part written in there, because I want to take more time to go through it. We're going to have you, much like we did that previous picture, you're going to be reading one of your examples out loud for each one. We're going to be going through and doing the examples for those of you who did the giant mouse, who did the street goblins, or who did. Oh, are you sure? I know, that's how I know they're street goblins. And then the father of the street goblins, and then a small street goblin, and then that random picture with it, and then Smashy Car. And so we'll go through and give you guys a chance to read your similes and metaphors that connect to those. And here's the part we get to now. For quizzy thing, I'm going to have you guys get out iPad. Home children, you don't have to get out iPad because you already have iPad. That's how we're doing this thing right now. So I'll have you guys go to Canvas, and then on Canvas, you'll find there's multiple links. You can get to it going to the simile metaphor quiz on the page, or going into the assignments, or going to the thing over there. Yes, you have 2 chances to take this quiz, and yes, it'll tell you which ones you got wrong. It will not tell you the right answers. That's not how the game is played, just so you are aware. Spelling counts, capital letters do not count. This one does not just have multiple choice. This one has multiple answers where you have to actually type in answers. I don't have to grade them because I see you, I'm just ignoring you. And so as you go through, just make sure you spell them correctly. Plus in all the spots, as you're gonna have multiple ones where it says like what two nouns are being compared, it does not matter what order you put them in. If you put fish, monkey, or put monkey, fish, either one is fine. Just make sure that you spell monkey correctly and spell fish correctly, and then you should be good to go. If you do well on this, it does not get you out of the IXL because the IXL took you all of 3 minutes to do. I think you'll be fine doing the IXL and then making sure you submit it and stuff like that. That's all I have for you. So for this one, we have about 17 minutes left. My goal is hopefully for you guys to get it done and turned in and then not have homework. Yes, Rush, what is up, dear? You've been so patiently waving at me.
Is this different IXL than what we did yesterday?
Nope, it's the IXL from yesterday, which should be the 5th grade one, the F.3, the similes and metaphors that once again took you guys all like 7 minutes to do. That's the one that's connected to it. So well, not connected to it, but the one you have to do automatically. JC, you don't have an iPad. You want to go get your iPad now? Go back over there. There should be a little pass on the door that says Hall. You can grab that and go get iPad. That's a good question. There's a good chance it'll be in the directions and tell you exactly what to do. Kyra. I have no idea. That's how you take a quiz and find out. I can't just give away answers like that. No, it's ridiculous. No one would ever make a quiz about monkeys or pickles. All right. Those of you who are watching the video, I'm going to stop this. You're not just like watching me sit here and stare at children because that's kind of weird and creepy. Not that staring at kids isn't already creepy.